Hello, class. So we are starting on the anatomy for muscle, and we'll look at some diagrams first, and then we will go into um, some models. So let me enlarge this a bit. And not everything you will need to know. This is pectoralis major, and there is a minor, which means smaller, but these would have to be dissected away to see that. This is biceps brachii, and you have to specify brachii because there is another one, biceps femoris. The six pack is rectus abdominis. The muscles on the arm. Now, I'm not going to require you to identify each one, but actually, this number 6 is brachioradialis. But all of the ones on the palm side are flexors, and then all of the one on the posterior side um, are extensors. So we're just gonna. And the reason why I'm not being specific here is because you can't handle the models in your hand. Because if you could handle them in your hand, then I would require you to know them because you could move the arm around and really get a good feel for it. But it's difficult just looking at a stationary picture. Okay. This is trapezius number 2. See. Number 1, latissimus dorsi. This is triceps brachii. Gluteus maximus. And there is a medius and minimus as well. Let's move down. Okay, so these muscles on the thigh are the quadriceps. You can see 3 of them. One you cannot see because it is deep to the other. I'm going to add a line here or something. This strap-like muscle going from the middle of the hip around in more internal or more medial is sartorius. So 12, 13, 14 are the quadriceps. Wait a minute. Okay, so the quadriceps, that means there's four bellies. So you have the rectus femoris is this one that runs straight down, and then the one that is more medial is vastus medialis. The one that's more lateral is vastus lateralis. And under the rectus femoris, if I were to lift that up, there is a vastus medialis. I mean vastus intermedius. Vastus intermedius is underneath the rectus femoris. Okay. Um, 10. Um, external abdominal oblique. Okay. Now, 18 is called the gastrocnemius. And then 15, 16, 17 are the hamstrings. And so 15 is biceps femoris. 17 is semimembranosus. And 16 is semitendinosus. Let's see what we got on here. 8, serratus anterior. Three is deltoid. I'm going to add this. This is tensor fascia lata, and extending from it is the iliotibial tract. So let's add both of those. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so now on this one, some things have been dissected away. We'll do the anterior side first. So you got anterior and posterior. Maybe that's a little bit too close. Let's see. Okay. These are not the best. We have some better ones. This is temporalis. This is the masseter. This is zygomaticus. And I'm not gonna make you delineate any parts of that. This is hard to distinguish, but I'm thinking it is the sternocleidomastoid. I'm going to put a line here because I mentioned it earlier. This is the pectoralis minor. Okay, so as you can see, things are dissected away on this side, so it's less superficial. So this is the internal abdominal oblique. Okay, move them down. So this is that tensor fasciae lata we talked about before. Oh, I'm not going to label 8, but again, on the palm side, those are flexors. On the back hand side are extensors. 9, I'm not going to label. I think 9 is probably part of the iliopsoas, and I'm going to show you that separately. So 10 is pectineus. 11 is sartorius. And 12 is that rectus femoris. See? I think the only one we would do is tibialis anterior here. The other ones are on the posterior side, so we see them better that way. But tibialis anterior is on the front. Let's see this one. Palace. Yes. I don't think 11 is on your list. So don't worry about that one. This 14 is gluteus medius. Things have been dissected away over here. And then minimus is much smaller. 3 is maximus. Okay, so 15, there are some adductors on the inside here. And I'm going to identify those at a better spot. Here are hamstrings. 6 is the biceps femoris, and 5 and 4 are tendinosus and membranosus, but I don't like them on this picture, so we'll look at them on a different picture. 8 is supposed to be the soleus, and 7 gastrocnemius. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I think we have covered all of these. So I'm just going to do dots. On those you need to Identify deltoid, biceps brachii, rectus abdominis. This is rectus femoris. This is the external abdominal oblique. This is the pectoralis major. Let's do those again. Deltoid, biceps brachii, rectus abdominis, rectus femoris, external abdominal oblique, pectoralis major. And let's see, trapezius, triceps brachii, latissimus dorsi. Don't worry about K. Gluteus maximus. As a group, these are the hamstrings. This is the gastrocnemius. This is the soleus. Let's go over those again. This is the trapezius. This is the triceps brachii. This is latissimus dorsi. Collectively, these are the hamstrings. This is the gastrocnemius, soleus, gluteus maximus. Okay. Let me move this. Okay. So I don't name these. So I don't name this and this together. Let me see. This and this. They name all of these these three things connect. These two muscles connect by way of this aponeurosis on the top. I don't name them together. I name them separately. So I think, and they're named separately on your list. So even though the book might name them together, you should know them independently. So let me make sure I got a line. Okay, I see. The line is here. Okay. So we'll just this is the frontalis muscle. And this is the occipitalis muscle. And no, I didn't spell that right. Ala aponeurotica. And I didn't spell it right, but it should be spelled correctly on your list. So they a lot of times will name this frontal occipitalis all together. That's why they have a bracket here. You're not naming them together. This is temporalis. And the reason why I'm saying muscle here is because you have a frontal bone, you have an occipital bone, you have a temporal bone. So I need for you on the test to make sure you say frontalis muscle, occipitalis muscle, temporalis muscle, frontal bone, occipital bone, temporal bone. So I know that you are giving me exactly what it is that I'm asking for. I'm not going to name every single thing on here. There are only a few things that you need to know. Articularis oculi. Zygomaticus, and I'm not differentiating. This is buccinator. You might have rhizorius on your list. Vicularis oris. The platysma. Masseter. Sternocleidomastoid. Okay. I don't. I don't. Okay, I'm not gonna go through those. Okay, this one I don't like so well, so we'll just look at the models. Okay, we looked at one similar to that already. Okay, I'm just gonna put some lines. Okay, let's fill in some of these. Okay, so this is the arm, this is the posterior, this is the anterior, the posterior at the top, anterior at the bottom, and then the deltoid here at the shoulder. Now, this white here is the spine of the scapula. Okay, so above the spine is the supraspinatus muscle. Below the spine is the infraspinatus muscle. And then you have teres minor and teres major. This is the triceps brachii. This is the group that would be the extensors. So extensors of the carpals, because that's the wrist area here. So we're extending that area. Okay, so these are the flexors of the carpals. This biceps brachii. And this is the coracobrachialis, and I'm not sure if that's on your list. And then this is underneath the scapula, so this is the subscapularis. Okay. Okay. Now, this is the upper part of the leg, and there are two things here that you need to name. This and this. And then collectively, they are called something. And so this is called the psoas major. It's silent. Psoas major. And then this is called the iliacus. Okay. Together, they are referred to as the iliopsoas. And iliopsoas. And so when I was talking about one of these muscles down here in that inner thigh, and I said you can't really appreciate that. That's part of that iliacus that goes behind that bone there. Well, goes behind this. I don't say bone, behind this tissue here, and so yeah, so that it was not clearly identifiable on that picture, but on the model you can see the psoas major here, and then the iliacus here, and together they are collectively called the iliopsoas. Okay. Okay. These you should be able to name. So we're going to do dots. What is that? Frontalis, trapezius, deltoid, pectoralis major, external abdominal oblique. Now, how do I know that's external and not internal? Well, if you look right here in the midline, stuff is dissected away on this side. So those things are deeper. So the external abdominal oblique would be more superficial than the internal abdominal oblique. This down here is the sartorius. This is the internal abdominal oblique. This is the rectus abdominis. I'm just going to name some other things while we're on here. This is the pectoralis minor. This is the sternocleidomastoid. This is orbicularis oculi, orbicularis oris. One more time. Frontalis muscle, orbicularis oculi, orbicularis oris, sternocleidomastoid, trapezius, deltoid, pectoralis major, pectoralis minor, external abdominal oblique, internal abdominal oblique, rectus abdominis, sartorius. Again, I'm just going to have you know these as a group. So these are flexors. These are extensors. Biceps. Biceps. This is subscapularis. deltoid. Okay, so all of these on the back of the hand are extensors. The back of the upper arm triceps, the anterior of the upper arm biceps. This is the deltoid. Of course, this is upside down. This is supraspinatus, infraspinatus, teres major, teres minor, subscapularis, biceps brachii, coracobrachialis here. And then these are flexors on the anterior side. Okay. Okay, let's move him. Okay, let's put some lines on here. I think we have covered all of these, so I'm just going to do dots. So we'll go clockwise. So this is the frontalis muscle, orbicularis oculi, zygomaticus, buccinator, sternocleidomastoid, platysma, rosarius, masseter, occipitalis muscle, temporalis muscle. Let's do it again. Frontalis muscle, orbicularis oculi. I didn't do this one, orbicularis oris around the mouth. Zygomaticus, buccinator, sternocleidomastoid, platysma, rosarius, masseter, occipitalis, temporalis. Same thing. I'm just going to do dots. Temporalis, sternocleidomastoid, trapezius, deltoid, platysma, orbicularis oris, orbicularis oculi, frontalis. Let's go back through. Temporalis, sternocleidomastoid, latissimus, the trapezius rather, deltoid, platysma, orbicularis oris, orbicularis oculi, and frontalis. Okay. Now this one you cannot see the iliopsoas on it. But we're going to, oh, don't want that. Label some things here. So we're going to zoom in a bit and move these and do a bit at a time. So these four are the quadriceps again: vastus medialis, vastus lateralis, rectus femoris, and underneath that will be the vastus intermedius. This one is the tensor fasciae lata. Gluteus maximus. Okay, so the foot is turned slightly so you can see the calf back here. So this is the gastrocnemius. And then deep to that is the soleus. And this is the tibialis anterior. And this is gastrocnemius. Okay, let's move this over. And label some things. Okay, let's fill these in. So this medial part, we have yet to look at this. This whole little area in the middle here, those are called adductors. So they keep the leg to the midline. Let's label those. So this one, adductor magnus. This is adductor longus. This is gracilis. And that's the sartorius. Gluteus maximus up here. And these are the hamstrings. So this is the semitendinosus. Semimembranosus. And then this is the biceps femoris. Okay. Down. Gastrocnemius, we looked at that. Well, let's be more precise. Gastrocnemius, soleus. This is the calcaneal tendon. Calcaneal tendon. Right here. We had not talked about that before. Okay. Okay. Let's zoom in. And we're going to just do dots because we've talked about these things. And I'm only going to put dots on the ones that you need to know. Frontalis muscle, 19. 16, orbicularis oculi. 21 and 22, zygomaticus. 15, risorius. Orbicularis oris, they don't have a number leading to that one. Sternocleidomastoid is 12. 25 is trapezius. The other ones, if I'm not naming them, you don't need to know them. 10 is deltoid. Move it down. Nine, pectoralis major. 7, biceps brachii. 6 is a specific muscle, the brachioradialis, and I don't know that I don't know. Brachioradialis is part of the group. That's the like the landmark. This is also the brachioradialis over here and over here. I don't make you know the muscles of the lower arm, so I guess I won't make you know that one either. But on the posterior side, these are extensors. This is the external abdominal oblique, number 4. 30 is rectus abdominis. 34, clavicle. 31 is the manubrium. 32 is the body of the sternum. 33 is the xiphoid process. You need to know those bones as well for this test. Move it down. Okay, so 27, 28, collectively, those are flexors. 3 is linea alba. I don't think I have that on your list, but that's that connective tissue that runs down the middle here. Linea alba. Let's see. This is the tensor fascia lata. Number 2. Number 1, sartorius. Go back up. 19, frontalis muscle. 16, orbicularis oculi. 15, risorius. Let's see, 21 and 22, zygomaticus. 12, sternocleidomastoid. 25, trapezius. 10, deltoid. 9, pectoralis major. 7, biceps brachii. 6, I guess you don't really need to know that separately. 5, those are the extensors. 4, external abdominal oblique. 5, linea alba. 27, 28, those are part of the flexors. 29, 30, all of this is rectus abdominis. Let's see. 2, pectineus. 1, sartorius. 36 is iliac crest. That's a bone. That's part of that ilium. Okay, let's go to the next one. Stuff you've named before. Not a lot on this model. Deltoid, biceps brachii, triceps brachii, pectoralis major, serratus anterior, and then this is rectus abdominis. Again, deltoid, biceps brachii, biceps, triceps brachii, pectoralis major, serratus anterior, rectus abdominis. Okay, let's zoom in. Move them over. Okay. Not everything needs to be labeled on here. This is trapezius. Deltoid. Teres minor and teres major. These are 2 of the 4 in the rotator cuff. Ficinus dorsi. Gluteus maximus. Gluteus medius. This is the spine of the scapula here. So below it is the infraspinatus. And above it is a supraspinatus. So this is similar to what we have done before. I'll just do some dots. Frontalis, temporalis, occipitalis. This is Gala aponeurotica. This is orbicularis oculi, orbicularis oris, risorius, masseter, sternocleidomastoid, trapezius. Frontalis, temporalis, occipitalis, Gala aponeurotica, orbicularis oculi, orbicularis oris. I'm going to stick with risorius here because the buccinator is actually more inside. Masseter, sternocleidomastoid, trapezius. And let's move it down. This is the subscapularis. This is the deltoid. This is the coracobrachialis. This is the biceps brachii. This is the triceps brachii. Now this right here is a teres major, but I won't show you from that side because I want you to see it alongside the teres minor. So again, let's go back through these. Subscapularis. Deltoid. Coracobrachialis. Biceps brachii. Triceps brachii. Let's go down. This is that um brachioradialis, that 3C, that's always when I do have you learn these when we're in person and you can physically handle the model. This is always my starting point. And then you either wrap around this way or wrap around this way to learn the muscles in sequence. This is that brachioradialis. So you just follow the thumb up. Okay. I'm not going to make you know them. So, um, but that is that point. So these on this side, all of these on the palm side are flexors. Okay. That is my last picture. And so I want you to go through the models that are obviously here for the lecture, as well as on the discussion board. Any questions you have, ask me. We'll revisit some of these with the lecture as well, which probably will be posted tonight. Hello, class. So we are